the only way to stop them.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Top 10 Cinebinge. This October, Netflix has gone full Halloween mode, and honestly, the lineup this year is insane. From chilling true crime stories to gothic thrillers and blood-soaked classics, there's something here for every kind of horror fan. So, subscribe to my channel, grab your popcorn, dim the lights, and let's count down the 10 best horror and thriller movies streaming on Netflix this spooky season. Let's dive in. Number 10, The House of Dynamite, 2025.
Stratcom is asking for launch instructions right now.
Bullet with a bullet.
So it's a fucking coin toss? That's what $50 billion.
We're kicking things off with The House of Dynamite, a brand new political thriller from Academy Award winner Kathryn Bigelow, the genius behind The Hurt Locker and Zero Dark 30. This one-star Rebecca Ferguson as a White House staffer trapped in the chaos of an impending missile strike on American soil. Yeah, that premise alone had me hooked. The movie's tension doesn't come from jump scares, it's from the realism. The ticking clock, the closed room pressure, and that feeling that one wrong decision could mean the end of everything. Ferguson delivers a powerhouse performance. You can feel the anxiety dripping off her every word. Personally, I think Bigelow hasn't lost her touch one bit. The way she balances character emotion with political chaos is chef's kiss. If you love thrillers with brains and brawn, The House of Dynamite should be at the top of your watch list this month. Number 9, The Maze Runner Trilogy, 2025.
Every morning when those doors open, the run.
Sure about this?
Okay, let's take a step back into something a little more action-packed. Netflix has added the Maze Runner Trilogy, and honestly, these movies are still such a fun ride. Based on James Dashner's novels, the trilogy starts with The Maze Runner, 2014, followed by The Scorch Trials, 2015, and The Death Cure, 2018. It's a perfect mix of mystery, adrenaline, and post-apocalyptic chaos. Think The Hunger Games meets Lost. Dylan O'Brien gives one of his best performances as Thomas, a teenager who wakes up in a massive maze with no memory of who he is or how he got there. The suspense builds beautifully, and the world building still holds up incredibly well. I revisited these recently and was surprised by how fast they still move. The tension, the score, the visuals, everything clicks. If you're looking for a Halloween binge that's intense but not too gory, this is your pick. Number 8, Monster, The Ed Gein Story, 2025.
I just feel like I'm
Now this one. This is where things get dark. Monster, The Ed Gein Story is the third entry in Netflix's Monster anthology, following Dahmer and the Menendez murders. This time, it dives into the real-life horrors of Ed Gein, the man whose crimes inspired Psycho, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Silence of the Lambs. Charlie Hunnam takes on the role of Ed Gein, and man, he nails it. The cold detachment, the eerie stillness, it's haunting to watch. The show doesn't rely on gore. Instead, it focuses on the twisted psychology behind his crimes. It's unsettling in the best way possible. Personally, I think this is Netflix's boldest move yet in true crime storytelling. It's less sensational, more psychological, and it crawls under your skin. Not for the faint-hearted, but if you love your horror grounded in reality, this one's a must-watch. Number 7, Blood Red Sky, 2021.
It's the only way to stop them.
Vampires on a plane. Yeah, that's the wild setup of Blood Red Sky, and it's way better than you think. This German horror thriller follows a mother who's hiding a terrifying secret while flying with her son on an overnight flight, until terrorists hijack the plane and all hell breaks loose. The best part? The movie takes itself seriously. It's tense, claustrophobic, and surprisingly emotional. It's not just about monsters. It's about a mother's love and sacrifice. Director Peter Thorwarth does an incredible job keeping the suspense tight and the action brutal. If you're into movies that mix emotional depth with hardcore horror, Blood Red Sky deserves your attention. It's like 30 Days of Night meets Snakes on a Plane, but done with style and heart. Number 6. The Ritual, 2017.
What the fuck is that? Fucking hell, we don't know where we are.
This one gives me chills every time I rewatch it. The Ritual follows a group of friends hiking through the Scandinavian wilderness to honor a fallen friend, but they take a shortcut that leads them into a nightmare. What I love here is how it blends psychological trauma with Norse mythology. The atmosphere is bone-chilling, the creature design is incredible, and the dread just keeps building. It's not a jump scare movie, it's the kind that stays with you long after it's over. Personally, I think The Ritual is one of the most underrated horror movies on Netflix. It's beautifully shot, deeply unsettling, and proof that sometimes the real monsters aren't the ones hiding in the woods. Number 5. Apostle, 2018. Next up, we've got Apostle, a gothic horror thriller that's part Wicker Man, part Lovecraftian nightmare. Dan Stevens stars as a man who travels to a remote island to rescue his sister from a mysterious religious cult. What he finds there is far darker than anyone expects. The film is beautifully brutal, rich in atmosphere, and dripping with tension. It's not a fast-paced film. It takes its time, building layer after layer of unease before unleashing pure madness in the final act. If you're into slow burn horror with philosophical undertones and jaw-dropping visuals, Apostle is your ticket. And trust me, you won't look at religion-themed horror the same way again. Number 4. Until Dawn, 2025.
I'm just gonna grab it. Don't move.
Yeah.
Now here's a surprise hit. Until Dawn is based on the popular PlayStation game, but don't worry, you don't need to have played it to love the movie. It's about a group of friends who go on a winter retreat in the mountains, only to find themselves hunted by something, or someone, terrifying. The film feels like a mix of Scream and The Cabin in the Woods. It's fun, self-aware, and packed with twists. What I liked most is how it plays with the choices theme, just like the game, making you think about what you would do in their situation. It's the kind of movie you can watch with friends, yell at the screen, and still get a good scare out of. Perfect for a Halloween watch party. Number 3. Veronica, 2017.
Aquello de lo que no te despides se queda contigo. Quiere hacernos daño. ¿Pero quién? No lo sé.
This Spanish supernatural horror film is not just scary, it's terrifying. Directed by Paco Plaza, who co-created Rec, Veronica follows a teenage girl who tries to contact her dead father using a Ouija board during a solar eclipse. Bad idea, obviously. What follows is one of the most chilling possession stories of the decade. The sound design, the tension, and that incredible final act. It all comes together to make something unforgettable. It's also based on a real police case, which makes it even more disturbing. If you want to be genuinely scared this Halloween, like turn the lights on after kind of scared, Veronica is the one. Just maybe don't watch it alone. Number 2. He Never Died, 2015.
You should join us for a ride.
Let's lighten things up, but only slightly. He Never Died is one of those dark comedies that sneaks up on you. Henry Rollins stars as Jack, an immortal loner with a mysterious past who just wants to live quietly, until his daughter goes missing and all hell breaks loose. This one's gory, funny, and weirdly heartwarming. Rollins is absolutely perfect, deadpan, dry, and intimidating as hell. It's not a traditional horror flick, it's more of a grindhouse noir with a supernatural twist. If you love Evil Dead, Deadpool, or anything with pitch black humor, He Never Died is an underrated gem you'll thank me for recommending. Number 1. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 1974.
What will be left? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
And finally, the king of Halloween horror, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There's nothing I can say about this classic that hasn't already been said. It's raw, it's relentless, and it changed horror forever. Tobe Hooper's direction gives it this documentary-style realism that makes it feel too real, even 50 years later. Every scream, every chainsaw roar, every frame oozes dread. It's not about gore, it's about atmosphere, and it still holds up as one of the most terrifying experiences in cinema. If you consider yourself a horror fan, you owe it to yourself to see this one. It's the definition of a horror masterpiece. And that wraps up our countdown of the top 10 horror movies to watch on Netflix this Halloween. Which one are you watching first? Drop your picks in the comments below. I love seeing what you guys are into. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this with your fellow horror fans, and subscribe for more top 10s and hidden gems every week. Until next time, stay spooky, stay safe, and keep binging.